Glad you're still with me. Hopefully at this point you put your list into cold calling or texting. If you're watching this all at once, then make sure you come back to these and watch them step by step and follow along with me. Now we're going to talk about talking to sellers, talking to buyers, and talking to title companies or closing attorneys. So depending on your state, you have a title company or a closing attorney. In Florida, we have title companies. In Georgia, they have closing attorneys. So check your state and how that works. Make sure you know that before, starting and getting your first or next deal. Now, first we're going to talk about sellers, talking to sellers. So where and how do you find sellers? You find sellers by driving for dollars, by polling lists. And then how do you find them? You find them by marketing to the sellers. So you find them where? By polling the lists. How? By actually talking to them. No seller is going to knock on your door and say, I want to sell my house, unless you're paying for ads. That's the only way. Or you have a crazy referral network. You need to be marketing and outreaching to sellers. And we spoke about in the last video how to handle the conversations. I have a video on my YouTube, which I recommend checking out, about how to handle that conversation. That's talking to sellers. Talking to buyers is a way different conversation. So where do you find buyers? My favorite place to find buyers is real estate meetups. Go to real estate meetups, please. I go to one real estate meetup a week. I've been going for years. Some of my best friends nowadays are at real estate meetups. Sometimes I go to a real estate meetup, I don't even talk to new people. I'm just talking to 30 of my friends that I'm just catching up with. Yo, how's business? What are you doing? So I'm actually gonna be hosting my own real estate meetup. So if you're in Florida, check out my real estate meetup. But so real estate meetups are a great way to find buyers. Tell them about the deals you have. You'll find real buyers. Most people that go to real estate meetups do deals. Now there are new people, which you will be, but nobody looks down on new people. They want new people at these meetups. I love talking to new people at real estate meetups because I can help them find a deal. I can help them sell a deal. I could buy the deal from them. You never know. If you're new, don't feel self-conscious. Say, hey, I'm new in real estate, but I'm really working hard towards getting my next deal. And if I have a deal, can I send it to you? And a lot of the times these buyers would love to work with you. One of my first mentors, a guy named Gustavo, I met at a Pace Morby real estate event in 2021 January. So 3 years we've known each other now. And we met at a meetup, and within 3 months after meeting, we did 2 or 3 deals together. And he helped me with my second and my third deal. So he was a great resource. He's been in real estate for 10 years prior, and he wanted to network with new wholesalers because he wants to educate new wholesalers. One thing that happens when you're in the business for a long time is you actually want to give back. You want to help new people. And these people at these real estate meetups want to help you. Just like I'm making this series thing and helping you, I want to help new people too. Now, is there a monetization? Yes, usually there is, where either you're buying a course or you're buying a mentorship or you're doing deals with me and we're splitting the profits or something like that. But ideally, it's a win-win where I'm exchanging this resource and I'm getting this resource. That's how you have to think about it. So go to real estate meetups. You'll find buyers, you'll find wholesalers. Don't sleep on wholesalers because wholesalers can help you sell the deal. They can help you close the deal. They can do all this other stuff that'll help you with the deal. So don't be afraid to JV. My first contract I ever had, I canceled because I didn't want to JV. I tried to do it myself. Canceled the deal. I didn't know what I was doing. My second contract, I did it as my first deal. 50-50'd it. We both made $2,000, $2,500. That check is actually right here. So definitely recommend to save your first check. It's a cool little memorabilia. But yeah, don't be afraid to go to meetups, talk to people. Now, let's say you're doing it virtually or you're doing it in an area that doesn't have active meetups. Type in your local Facebook group. So Miami-Dade Real Estate Meetup Facebook group, whatever, and join those Facebook groups and start networking with people in those. You can make a post, hey, I'm a new wholesaler, I'm trying to build my buyers list. Hey, I'm a new wholesaler, I'm trying to network with people. Or just go through and look at who's posting a lot of deals and DM them. Hey, I'm a new wholesaler, I'm a new whatever. I see you're doing a lot of deals. I wanted to, network and see if we could connect. And people would love that. People love when you actively do stuff to outreach to them. So that's how you talk to buyers. If you're in Florida, send me deals too. I do deals all over Florida. I've done deals in South Florida, Tampa. I own property in Tampa, Orlando, Tallahassee, Jacksonville. I've done deals everywhere. And the last one, number 3, is title companies or closing attorneys. Now, what I recommend is going to these meetups, talking to the buyers, seeing who they use. Because the best title company or closing attorney is a referral. Like that's the best one you could possibly find. Now, if you could find somebody that is doing deals for wholesalers and doing creative finance deals, then use them because that's the best title company or closing attorney. Now, if you can't find somebody or you don't know anybody to ask, go on Google, type in investor friendly title companies in Miami or Atlanta or wherever you're at, and go through that list and just call them. Be like, hey, my name is Alec. I'm a new wholesaler, but I plan on doing this. And I wanted to see if you work with wholesalers, if you're familiar with cash deals, if you're familiar with creative financing. And if they are, then, be like, what's your email address? I would love to send you my next contract. And they want business. Just like anybody in the world, they want business too. So don't be afraid of those conversations. Find a title company early on. That's my recommendation. My first title company was a referral that I met at a meetup. So find one early on and use them and build a relationship with them, and ideally use them for the next 3, 10, 20 years. And they know you, you know them, they'll help you on your deals. That's how to talk to sellers, buyers, and title companies.